What is up, everybody? Chris Belote here with Innovative. Hope your day is going well. We're about halfway through, a little more than halfway through 2025. I wanted to put together this quick video on local search behavior in 2025, what we're seeing. Um, been in the industry since 2005, so 20 years now. Um, Local SEO, Google ads, search ads, social media ads, column form tracking websites. We've tracked millions and millions of leads for clients, local service businesses all over the US. So, what I wanted to do today is put this quick video together to kind of educate everybody on what we're seeing in local search and kind of where the trends are headed. Um, if you are on a smartphone or have some kind of a device, you're going to be familiar with what I covered today. And so we'll just dive right in. All right. So, as of this year, kind of what we're seeing, and no surprise, traditional Google search on the maps still has the biggest piece of the pie, right? 60%. Voice search, Alexa, Siri, and Google Assistant, about 25% of the map, right? 10%, which this is growing rapidly at the moment, are AI chatbots, right? So like ChatGPT, Perplexity, etc. And then other, this is people searching on Apple Maps, Bing, etc. Right? Um, so I guess the biggest change here, what we're seeing is voice search. We knew what was starting to grow, but the AI chatbots have significantly grown and are growing as we speak. Right. In terms of voice search, the big three players, no surprise here: Apple, Siri, Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant. Microsoft Cortana is a smaller chunk, and then the others as well, right? In terms of AI chatbots, probably no surprise. ChatGPT has a little more than half of the market, followed by Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, Perplexity, Grok, etc. Right? Um, so what I did is I put together just some quick notes and takeaways, kind of what we're seeing, what industry experts are saying, and kind of what we think is going to happen moving forward, right? So the first one, traditional Google search maps still has the majority with 60%, right? So we are, my marketing agency, Innovative, we've been doing digital marketing for local service businesses for 20 years. We have always had a local SEO first mindset or mentality. We also do paid ads, right? But local SEO has produced the lion's share of leads for our clients. And we know that because we track calls and web forms so we can see what's working and what isn't. So the big thing here is if it's 2025, if you are not focusing on local SEO, specifically on Google and Google Maps, you're missing out on people looking for your services in your area. And it's something that you really need to seriously consider and look into with your marketing budget. Okay. Voice search is catching up with 25%, expected to grow to 30% in the future. So the takeaway here, voice is more convenient and easier for consumers. So you definitely need to optimize for this. AI chatbots, while new, are rapidly growing in popularity with 10%. They're expected to be 20 to 25% of the market in the future. So the big thing here is, guys, this isn't going away, right? Don't ignore it. You need to start optimizing for it now. So if somebody searches, for instance, what type of spray foam insulation do I need to put in my new metal shop? And the chatbot gives information about closed cell and open cell spray foam and gives a recommendation. And then they say, okay, who in my area should I get an estimate from? Well, the chatbot's going to pull data, and that's a potential prospect for you, right? So more on that here in a second. So with the popularity of voice search and AI chatbots, it is expected to be about 50% or half of all the local search in the future, with the remaining being the traditional Google search and maps. So again, that's not going to go away. So the big thing is that your local marketing efforts need to focus on all of the big three mentioned above, right? So voice search, AI chatbots, and local SEO with Google Maps, Google search, Google Maps, right? Um, Something else that I've noticed a lot of people don't focus on, and this is really important for voice search as well as Apple Maps, is that they actually use Yelp for reviews. So, one thing you need to do if you haven't already is claim your local Yelp profile and then focus some of your review efforts there, right? So, um, if you ask Alexa to, I had to say it quietly because mine's right next to me. But if you ask and say, "Hey, who are the best remodelers in my area?" or "I need a sprinkler repair company to come out. Who do you recommend?" It's going to pull from Yelp and Yelp reviews. So if you haven't claimed your Yelp profile, or you have and you only have one review and some others have 10, 20, 30, then they're going to get that first call. Again, a lot of people don't use, for local service businesses, don't use Yelp. So you don't have to get a ton of reviews to be the leader in that, right? Most people use Yelp for food. So for a local service business, focusing on that, claiming your profile and getting 20, 30, 40 reviews in a lot of instances is more than enough, right? All right. So the last piece I have here: search ads and LSAs are getting more expensive and crowded. More and more people are using them. Right. You pay money for ad spend. On either of these, you get to show at the top. You pay to be promoted. Well, the more people that do it, the more crowded it gets, right? And the more crowded it gets, the more expensive it gets. And the other thing that's new with LSAs or local service ads is you can't contest their leads now. Used to, you could contest them and say, "Hey, that wasn't a lead," and they give you a credit. Well, now you can't. It's all done via AI. So if AI determines it's not a lead, you get a credit. If it doesn't, you don't, and you can't dispute it anymore. So the takeaway on this is, if you are doing ads, you need to increase your ad spend budget, right? And really, organic search signals are more important now than ever, right? So, again, quick recap: really got to put a focus on the traditional Google search and map efforts, local SEO. Again, not traditional SEO, but local SEO. The difference being, if I do remodeler near me, right? This is the map, right? And getting ranked here is what we call local SEO. Everything below that, these results down here, are what we call SEO results. Um, and if you notice, the top two results aren't even local businesses, right? I put remodeler near me. One of them is Yelp and one's Angie's List. Why is that? Well, Yelp and Angie's List and BBB and all these companies don't have local businesses to dump their massive marketing budgets into. What do they have? They have SEO. So they dump their massive marketing budgets in SEO to outrank local companies in the SEO results down here. And what does that do? It pushes the local companies down. So not only does it take longer to get ranked in regular SEO, you are now competing with these mega companies with big marketing budgets. The other thing is the map shows in 93% of searches with local intent, and it usually shows above the SEO results. It also shows reviews, and it's easier to get ranked in. So local SEO maps, it needs to be a focus in 2025 and moving forward if you're a local service business, as well as voice search and AI chatbots. If you have questions or would like to schedule a free consultation, comment below, visit the link. If you'd like to see more videos like this, just comment below and let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll be glad to make them for you. Okay? Hope you have a great day. Thanks.